Hey everybody, Joe here. Gonna check out a puzzle today by Sujoyku called I'm Blue. Abudi Abuda. The rules are normal Sudoku rules, that's 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3. Region sum lines are box borders, divide the blue lines into segments with the same sum. Different lines may have different sums. And I started this just briefly earlier and ran out of time, but I do remember that these two, at first glance, would think that they are 6, 7, 8, or 9, but also, upon further inspection, if this was 6, this would have to be 1, 2, 3, and this would have no fill, so they are both like that, so they can't be 6. If they were 7, I think also this would be 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, and this would have nothing to make 7 down there. So they're not 7 either. So they are an 8-9 combo. And we can also note that red cannot be on its own region sum, and it can't be in this column. So red must go there. It's also going to be an 8-9. Same will be true for green. So green will go there. Of course, green cannot go here either, cannot go there. Red cannot go there. Oh, well, actually, what else was true? I'm forgetting something. Oh, whatever this is, whether it be 8 or 9. So if these are 8, as in this total is 8, and this total is 8, since they are region sums, they are either 8 or 9, so it's 16 or 18. So this 4-digit string must be 29 or 27. So this must be 29 or 27 as well. So this and this are both either going to be both 8 or both 9. Because if this is 9, then this is 18, and that's 27. This would also be 27, that would be 9, and that would be 9. If this was 8, that would be 16. This would be 29. That would be 29, 8, and 8. Okay. So this is 8, and this is 8. Or, well, if this is 8, then these two are both 8. Oh, but also, Also, red cannot go here. And since this is 8 or 9, red cannot go there. So red is there. And then red cannot be here, because then this would have to be bigger than 8 or 9. And they're maxed already. So red is in one of these. This is 8 or 9. Could this be 8, 1? If this was 8, then green cannot go there. If this was 9, then this could be 8, 1, I think. Whichever one is 8. It can be made of 1, 2, 5. Or can it? It cannot be made of 1, 2, 5 in this case, because then nothing could be on the 2 section side. If this had 1, 2, 5, this could not be 7, 1, could not be 6, 2, could not be 5, 3. Then it cannot be 4, 4, obviously. So the 8 side, whichever one it is going to be 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. So this can only be 5, 6, or 7. If this did have 8 up here, then it would be green. If green was up here, green cannot be up here, because it would have to go with a 1. And this would be 8. And this would be needing a 1. So green must go here. Green cannot go here. Green could go here though and be 8, 1, I think. Or else green is at the top. Green could also go like here, I suppose. Well, does green have to go in one of these? Well, green cannot go here. But green could go here, I suppose. Can green go here? I reckon so. Does green have to go there? this was 9, these were gonna be 29. Oh wait, is that right? These would be 18. No, it'd be 27. So if green went on the line, it would have 10 more. I guess that would be okay. Red. If green did go here, then where would it go? It would not be on here again, because then that would need the same number. Okay, if this one is 27 or 29, say if this is 9, then that would be the same, isn't it? If this one is 27 or 29, say if this one is 27, wait, if this is 8, here's 16, that would be 29. So this one would be 29. And this would have to be 8 and 8. So this line here is also 8 or 9. This is 8 or 9. So if this was 9, or, well, no, this cannot be 9. But if this was 8, oh, that could be 1, I guess. Because that one would be 9. This would have to be 1. This would have to be 2, 3, 4. This would be 8, 1. But that's only if that's green. And an 8. So this is 8 or 9, this is 8 or 9, this is 8 or 9, as well as that, as well as that. And whatever this is what this is. So this, and this are 34. So these two are 11. So this is either 4, 5, 6. Is that it? I believe so. Because if this is 9, then these are 9. This one and this one. If these are 8, this is 8 and 8, and that would make this one 9. Yeah, so this is 17 and 17, 34. So these two are 11. This can only be 5, 6, or 7. To make 11 is 4, 5, or 6. So that does feel accurate. Would we do anything else with that? And if so, what? Where is green up here still? This could be 8-1. Is the 9 going to have 8-1? Could it have 5-4 here? That would be 6. That would be 5. That would be 9. If this was 8, this would be 1, 3, 4. This would have to be 9, which would be 7, 2. That would leave 5 and 6. If this was 9, then this would have to be something. This would have to be 8. If this was 8, what could it not be? Could it not? It could be 7, 1. Could it be 5, 4? Oh, obviously not, because that would be 9. I don't know, because this could be 1, 3, 5 if that was 9. And that could still be 6, 2. And then that would be 4, 7. I think that would be okay. Green cannot go here. Green could go here though. In one of those. Oh, if green can't go here though. Because it's going to be the same as that number. And just like green can't go on this line, these two digits are going to be the same total. So it's not going to be able to go on this line either. So if green is 8, then this has to be 8. And these two have to be 8. So green does go down here at the bottom. And the same if it was 9. It's true. Green wouldn't be able to go here. If these two are 9, then that's only if green is 9. These two are also totaling 9, and green could still not be on it. If these are 8, which means green would be 8, it means that this would be 8 and this would be 8, so green cannot be on it. However, I think red could be on it. If red was 8, I think red could go there. But green cannot. So green cannot go on this line. Can green go there then? I don't see why not. So green goes anywhere up here. Anywhere up here. Not there. Red. If red was 8, red could go there, couldn't it? 8, 1. These two would be 9. I think that would be okay. This digit. So this is either 19 or 20. Is that right? (19 plus 8) would be 27. Oh no, I would need 29 for that. If this is 8, this would have to be 29. That would be 8. So that would be 21. Okay, wait a minute. If this was 8, that would be 16. This would need to be 29. That would be 8, so this would need to be 21. And it has an 8 on it. 7, 6, 5 is 18. So it also had to have a 9 on it. And then it would need 12 more. Wait, if this is 8, this has to be 21, which would mean the 9 would have to go on it. If it was 9, it would be 27, which, if this was 9, 9 plus 18 is 27, so this could be 765. That would be 2, 3, 4. Oh man, this is a lot. If that was 9, those are 18. And if that was 9, but it did not have 8 on here, that's what I'm after. Then it would have to be 765 in order to make 27. That would be 18 and 9, making 27. Which means the 8 one would be down here, which means this would have to be 2, 3, 4. That would be 8, so this would have to be 8. And it would have to be 7, 1. But that works out, doesn't it? This would have to be 8. Okay. I don't know. It took me too far forward. I do believe I got confused there. I think I followed it correctly for the most part, though. So one of these... Where's red in this box? If red was 8, it could still be on one of these. It would be much easier to make a 5-digit number without one. Wowza. Green is in one of these. Is that helpful? Oh, it is helpful. Green cannot be in this column. Oh no, green can go there. Ah. Green could go there. Oh man, if I could get it out of that spot, then I would be kind of onto something here. Because green can only go in one of those. So if green couldn't go here, then I would know it had to be in one of these two spots. But I don't know that yet. Not quite. This is 8. That's 1, 3, 4. Then this would also have to have a 1 on it. But it could be 2, 5. Oh, no, it couldn't. If this was 8, this would have to be 1, 3, 4. But then this would also have to be 8, and it would have to be 1, 2, 5, or else there would be conflict in this digit. So if this is 1, 2, 5, but then what would this be to make 8? And again, we run into the same problem where it would have had to have been 1, 3, 4. So red is 9. And green is 8. So now these are 29. So now red does have to be on the middle here, and in one of those two. And now red cannot be in either one of those. Red cannot be here now. Too high. Red is in one of those. Eight has to have what was it? 1, 3, 4. So now this cannot be 7. So that is a 5, 6, and this must be 2, 7. This is also 9. 8 could still go there though. It could be 8, 1. Or it could be 8, 1 over here. But it can't be 8, 1 in both. Would need to be, it could be 1, 3, 5. Wait, could it be 1, 3, 5? Yeah, this could be 7, 2. 8 could be in the middle. That seems fun. Oh, but 7 can't go over here. I reckon that's okay. And 8 cannot go over there. Can they both go on here? That would be 24 plus something. Not too sure. Okay, what else? This is gonna be 2, 6. That's all that's left. That can be made to make 8, since 1, 3, 4 is all taken. So we have that whole row. The 2 is gonna go in the middle. 6 will be over here. The 5 is going to be put in the middle. Actually, I know this whole thing, don't I? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Which was the 20, 21, so 29. This is 29. And then these are 8 and 8. This cannot be 2, 6. Neither can this. Neither one of these can be 2, 6. So one has to be 7, 1. And one has to be 5, 3. So this is going to be 1, 3, 5, 7. Seven, 1, and 5, 3. In some order. Now this one cannot be 7-1 or 5-3, so it has to be 6-2. Okay. So this cannot be 1-2-6. I guess that's all I got there. It can still be 2-3-4 or 1-3-5. But 2-3-4. But that did say 3 was on there. This is 2-3-4 or 1-3-5. Both of them have a 3. So this is not it is not 6-3. 6 will not go here either. So 6 is in the center. There we go. Now this is 2. Now this is 2. Now this is 5 and 6. And the 2, so this is a 2-3-4. And now this is 8-1. Because that is all that's left. And then this is going to be 6, 5, and 8. No. 6, 5, and 7. And that is 18, that is 27. This will be 27. But this cannot have 7, 6, 5. Because then it will conflict with this. So, therefore, green has to appear at the top to offset the difference. And it will probably, maybe too early on that. It'll have a 7, well, I don't know. Leave that alone for now. So this cannot be 2-3-4. So that means it has a 1 in it. Which means this is 8. And it couldn't be 2-3-4 because then this would have no fill, this digit right here. So this is an 8. That is a 1. And this will be with a 2-6 or a 3-5. So 8 is going here because green is already noted for this row, and then it'll be in one of those as well. So let's go ahead and keep going with green, I guess. Why not? Okay. Red is around this ring somewhere. Eight is in one of those. And then one of the digits will subtract 1 probably. So it could be like 7-4 or something along those lines. Up here, was it? Would it have to be? It's got 17 in it. Oh, these need 18. Yeah, so there needs to be 10 more with that. So it could be 7-3 or 6-4, and that's it. 7-3 or 6-4. about this being 9? It cannot be 8, 1. Oh, green has to go here now, doesn't it? Because it can't go there. We know it's on top now. So green goes there. Oh, and look, this 5, a 1 is in both of these rows. So that is a 2, 3. So that's an 8. One of these is an 8. And now green is down here. And it's an 8. Five, 7, 9. This sees a 7. So 7 is in one of those. I guess I already knew that just from Sudoku as well. 5, 7, 9. Oh, the 2. The 2 is in these two right-hand sides. 2 cannot be middle. 2 is in one of those spots. What about the 3? 3 is okay. This here, this is 9. It's 1, 3, 5, or 1, 2, 6. I think either way is okay. If it was 1... Well, what does this have to be? Can it be 2, 7? Yeah, I think so. It's 2, 7 or 3, 6, isn't it? I'm not quite sure. Might not be ready for that. Need to find some more Sudoku maybe. What about 1 or 3? 4, 5 is already there. 5 is at the bottom here though. Doesn't seem that helpful yet. Okay. Sudoku elsewhere. 4, 6. Can 6 go there? Yes. Oh, 3. Where's 3? Look at 3. 3. And I know 3 goes in this 2 by 2. So this is 3. And that is now 1, 4. Three cannot go there. 3 goes in one of those. Okay. 6, 9, 8. What do I have left in this middle column? 1, 3, 4. I think they could be anywhere. Do I think about this blue line maybe? I'm not quite sure. The highest it can be. What is the highest this could be? If this had a 9 on it, it could be 14 at the highest. But it cannot be 14. This cannot be 9, 5. Because then this could not be 14. Well, let's carry that on. What if it was 9, 3? Okay, can this be red? That's my question now. It already can't be with 8. Can't be with 7. Can't be with 6. Okay, so 9, 5. If it was 14, this would have to be either 8, 6 or 9, 5. It could be neither. If this was 9, 4, then it would be 13. This would have to be 7, 6, it could not. 8, 5, it could not. 9, 4, it could not. If this was 9, 3, it would be 12. And then this could be 7, 5. 9, 3 would work. Darn it. 9, 1 would be 10. This would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Would that work? Maybe. If that was 9, 1, this side could be 7, 3. So that would work. 9, 3 or 9, 1. But, I mean, I think it could be 5 and something as well. So I don't know. I guess in short, I'm saying I don't know. Okay, let's go somewhere else then. It says 17 so far. Needs 10 more. 7, 3 or 6, 4. If it had 7, 3 on it, or if it had 6, 4 on it, oh, that could be 3, 5, couldn't it? That could be 7, 2. Sudoku. Let me look at Sudoku. What would this be? 7, 1. Or 7, 1. Do I just pencil these in? What's left here? 4. 6, 9. about this digit? This digit way up in the corner. Oh, 1. 1 is here, 1 is here. And 1 has to go here. Because they're in the top, because they're in the right hand sides here. And these C that way. So does this have 2, 6 or 3, 5? Or is the point what it does not have? I am not sure. This can be 6, 3. Can be 7, 2. If this was 6, 3. No matter what it has, if this is 6, 3, then that is 2. And this cannot be 2 or 3. If this is 7, 2, that is 3, and that cannot be 2 or 3. Can it be anything else though? It could be 5, 4, couldn't it? If this was 5, 4, this could be 1, 2, 6. And this would be 8, 7, 3 at the top. I guess that would be okay. Ah, dang it, that's so close. Is that right? I guess it would have to be. Wow. How about this? This cannot be 1, 2, or 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not a lot of options. More than I thought it would be. Let me fill out this row. That cannot be 1, 2, 3. So it is 4, 5, 6, 7 only. This was 5, 4, or 6, 3, or 7, 2. Yeah, I mean, that's just everything. That's just stating everything, right? A 4 cannot go down here, can it? Because then I would need another 4. Can this be anything but 1, 3, 5? This has to be 3, 5, or 2, 6. So now with this one then, if this has a 2 on it, because this one, it's not like this one where it can be 5, 4. This can't have a 4, because then it would need another 4. So if this is 1, 2, 6, then that's a 3, and that would be a 4. If this is 1, 3, 5, then that is a 2, and that is a 4. So that is a 4 either way. Now we have a 2, 3 combo looking over here. Now this has to be a 5, 4. Now this has to be a 2, 6. Now this cannot be a 6. This cannot be. That is a 3. That is a 2. That is a 3. That is a 2. 3 is up here with the 8 and the 7. 3, 7, 8. 3, 7, 8 takes out 7. 7 is only one of those two. 5 is not here. Okay, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5 is not here. 2, 2, 8. This one is now a 6. This is now a 2. That's going to give me the 7, 1 being there, and the 3, 5 being there, making that a 4 and that a 1. This one is now not a 4. 3, 5. Therefore, this is not a 5. That is not a 7. This is a 5 or a 6. It's only 5, 6, 9 in the column. Cannot be a 9 because it's to the right of it. It does make a 5, 6 pair for this row, which is putting a 4 here, I think. Yeah. 1, 4. What number don't I have yet? A 9 for 1, and one of these two. But maybe a 7. This is staying difficult. Maybe I have too many colors now. Let's see, what do we have? This is 1, 2, 6. So this is 5. These are 5, 7, 9. Five, 7, 9. This one is not 5. So it does make... That doesn't help any. What about this one? Don't think that helps either. Okay. So, do we think of this line again? This was either 9-3 or 9-1. Can this still be 9-1? Oh, that could still be 7-3. Can it still be 9-3? That could still be 7-5. Okay. So much for that idea. 3, 7, 8. What other blue lines am I missing any other blue lines? What about this total, maybe? No, because this totals... There's a 4 here. Nothing else is bound there, I don't think. 2, 4, and what? 5 is here. Oh, a 6. A 6 is at the... Oh no, I already know that. Okay. So much for that. What else is left in here? 1, 3, 4, 7. 1, 3, 4, 7. Okay, come on. This looks like it should be coming to a close here. It just may be the hardest stuck I've been. Well, have I thought about if 5 can for sure go on this or not? 5 cannot go with 9. It could not go with 8, cannot go with 7, cannot go with 6. Oh. Oh, maybe that's the point. Right. 5 cannot go with 9. Because it would be 14, and then this could not be 14. Because it cannot have 8, 6, could not have 9, 5. So, can't go with 8, because it's already there. It can't go with 7, it's already there. 6, already there. So 5, 4 would be 9, and this would not be able to be 9 because it has 4 in there. So 5 cannot go on this blue line. So this is, in fact, not red. This is red, and that is 9. And this is 5. Nice. And that will do that. And so this was with 3 or 1 from earlier, and that's going to be either 10 or 12, and then if this is 10, it's 7, 3. If it is 12, it is 7, 5. So you see that either way, they put a 7 there. Because that's all that was left. If it was 10 or if it was 12, that's all that was left there. But also, oh well, another thing I saw is 5 is in this column. Any more Sudoku? 4 is in here, because that had to be 1 or 3 only. That couldn't have been 4 because this would have had to been, this couldn't have been added up to 13 if that was 4. Because the 6 is already there, the 8 and the 9. So, let's see what is left here. In the entire row is 1, 3, 4. So 1, 3, 4. So this one is 3 or 4. This one is any. But 1 is going in the middle. Like that. And then 1 and 9 are making a pair down there. So, what about red? Red is in this. Red cannot be in this, can it? If red was in this again, it would have to be with 3 digits. That would equal 1 or 3. And that's not going to happen, is it? So red is there, which makes this the color not red. Which makes this red. Which means red has to be here. Which means that red is here and red is here. Those are not red. So all of these reds that I just got are 9. And that did a lot. That is now 1, that is now 6. 2, 4 is making a combo wombo. That is 7, that is 5. That is 7, that is 6, that is 5, 6, 7, 5. Wowza. Okay. Right. So if this was 8, this can't be 8 either, because again, it would have to be, there would only be 4 digits left maximum between 3 and the extra 1. So we just couldn't make that total. And with 3 different digits, we'd have to have at least 14 if it was 1, 2, 3. So this cannot be green. So this one is green, and that is 8. And that puts 8 at the top middle. And, whoops, that is green, this is not green, this is not 8, that's a 3, 7 now, 8, so this is 10 or 12, without a 5. Can it have a 7? It can't have a 7 either. If it had a 7, the 3 digits would have to make a 5. So 7 goes along the outside, which is okay. What about 6 then? 1, 2, 4 would have to go with 6. 6 would have to be in one of those, and 2, and then 1 and 4 would have to be, it would be 4, 1. It would be 1, it would be 1, 4, and this would be 2 or 6. No, that's 13. That's not right. What was I saying now? If 6 was up here, it would be 6 more. So it'd have to be 1, 2, and 3. So if 6 was up here, it would have to be 2. This would have to be 1, 3. And then 4, 2, no, 4, 7, 5 would be around the outside. That may be okay. What about 1, 2, 3, 4? I think that would be okay too. If this was 1, 2, 3, 4 would have to be on here. 4 would just go in one of those. 2 would be in one of those. 3 and 4 would be. Or 4 would have to be here. Well, let's actually do this. This would be 4, 2. Any of them could be 1. 3. I guess that's okay. Alright. I just need to look at the right spot now, I think. And then I will be good to go. So that's what I'll do. Do I have a combination anywhere? 1, 2, 3, 7. 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, 5, 7. 7 could not go on this line. What numbers can go on this line? Oh, that's maybe a good question. What numbers can go on this line? It's just 1, 2, 3, and 4, isn't it? So that's a single 4 then. 1, 3, 5, 7. So that is a 4. And that is now a 4. And oh, we have a 1. Oh no, we don't. We almost have a combo looking upward, but we do not. Not quite. 1, 3, 2, 7. Man, this is still tricky. Is it still tricky, or am I just looking all over the place now? So if this is 10, this is 1, 2, 3. If it's 12, this needs 8 more, which would have to be so this cannot be 3. If that was 12, this would have to be 8 more, which cannot be 1, 3, 4, so it would have to be 1, 2, 5, but 5 is already in this column, so this has to be 1, and now this is 1, 2, 3. And that gave 1 here in the middle with a 3, 4 combo there. And then this is going to be 3, 4, or 5, I think. So this is 6. 6 can be nowhere else in that row than here. So that gives me 5, that gives me 7, that gives me 3, that gives me 7, and that gives me 4, 3, this is now a 5, all that's left in the column. This is now sorts that out. All this will get sorted, I think, not quite. These are now a 1, 2, it's a 3 there. 1, 2 looks over here at that 2, makes it a 4. Now I think we've got, that was quite a challenge all the way to the end, I feel. It was very nice though, it was good. I did enjoy that. I'm Blue by Sujoyku. Check it out for yourself in the link below, and like and subscribe if you enjoy. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye bye.